TBS News, I'm Rosine Park. The government has launched a new committee of experts to further examine the safety of COVID-19 vaccines and reported side effects amid continued concerns over the spread of the coronavirus and its variants, as well as vaccine hesitancy. The research group consists of 22 members, mostly scholars from the National Academy of Medicine of Korea, and is being led by the Academy's Vice President, Park Byung-joo. The committee says it will look into possible causal links between vaccine injections and side effects from a scientific standpoint. They'll do so by studying post-inoculation symptoms in people, including in other countries, and data on related illnesses and deaths. Park said the hope is their findings will help relieve anxiety surrounding vaccination. In recent months, rare cases of death following vaccination among people in their 20s and 30s have led to suspicions about the safety of the shots. Health authorities have stressed the benefits of getting vaccinated against COVID outweigh the risks. So far, more than 81% of people in the country have received their first vaccine shots, and over 77% have been fully vaccinated. South Korea has reported 2,368 new COVID-19 cases and 18 more deaths. The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency said all but 10 of the infections confirmed in the last 24 hours were local transmissions, and most of them from the Greater Seoul area. Amid social distancing, officials noted that the number of COVID patients in serious or critical condition hit an all-time high of 475. Health Minister Kwon Duk-chul said the increase in serious cases came as the daily caseload has hovered over 2,000 under uneased antivirus restrictions, along with a growing number of patients in their 60s and breakthrough infections. The police say they'll be out in full force in central Seoul on Saturday to crack down on illegal protests. This comes after the Korean Confederation of Trade Unions said that tens of thousands of people would take part in a mass rally there despite a ban in place against such large-scale events. Under current restrictions to block the spread of COVID, up to 499 people can congregate for rallies. Authorities said that strict punishment will be put on the labor groups if they go ahead with their plan. Fuel taxes here have been lowered temporarily to try and ease the impact of surging oil prices on consumer inflation and people's wallets. Government officials said today that a 20% reduction in taxes on gasoline, diesel, and liquefied petroleum gas will remain in place for 6 months until the end of April next year. Under the move, the fuel tax on gasoline drops to 656 won per liter from 821, while the tax on diesel falls to 466 won. And the UN Climate Summit in Glasgow is entering its final day with negotiators seemingly far from reaching a deal on limiting greenhouse gas emissions. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned the gathering the world was heading for catastrophic temperature rises and governments were not on track to take the steps needed to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. The COP26 president, Alok Sharma, said there was still a monumental challenge ahead. That's all the news for now. You're listening to TBS eFM.